What is up, everybody? This is Chicago Sports Talk. Michael, recapping today's win over the Houston Texans. The score was 23, 23 to 20. And boy, there is a lot to talk about. A lot of good, a lot of bad. But first, let's start off with the good part. Because when you win, you always want to start off with the good and leave the negative at the end. So let's look at Khalil Herbert real quick. Let me pull up his stat line because he had himself a damn good day. Khalil Herbert had a total of 157 rushing yards and two rushing touchdowns. Khalil Herbert did what most of us wanted Montgomery to do. Now that we talked about Khalil Herbert, I think Khalil Herbert was the player of the game offensively because he put the offense on his back when they needed it the most. And he just did that. Now, the other good things I want to talk about is Roquan Smith was a man on a mission. Intercepted the ball in the win that secured the win for us. Roquan Smith deserves to get paid after the game, in my opinion. And another takeaway in this game that I want to bring up is Eddie Jackson is bouncing back this year from a horrible season where he allowed the most highest quarterback rating to now. Eddie Jackson is having himself a bounce back year. Now we got three good takes out of the way. It's time to get to the bad parts. And the bad part is the play calling, obviously, because the play calling has just been awful for the Bears. Run, run, run. Even on third and longs, that's all been the play calling. And also another bad thing is Justin Fields had a total of 8 completions out of 17 attempts. He had 106 yards and 0 touchdowns and had 2 interceptions. I only saw one, and you could say that was his fault because he had a wide open St. Brown. But at the end of the day, Fields has to make those adjustments. And as of right now, he does not look like I'm gonna be straightforward on Fields. I'm always gonna be criticizing Fields on his goods and bads. Justin Fields didn't have a good day. He was not the main reason the Bears won today. Did he make some good throws in this game? Yes, I will credit him on some throws, but overall, Fields did not look good. And either one, he doesn't have the talent right now because the receiver talent on the Bears is just awful, or two, it's just Fields has not looked that good, and the Bears look like. And I know this is if Fields does not continue to develop, the Bears are going to have to look for a veteran quarterback instead of drafting one. So they're going to have if Fields doesn't work out, they're going to have to look for a veteran quarterback. If Fields doesn't potentially work out, which I think to look for a new quarterback, to be discussing which quarterback the Bears should look for is a little too early. It's a little too early for the Bears to consider looking for a new quarterback. because, like I said, this is Justin Fields' 14th game starting. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy the Bears won. But I have to be critical when my team does bad, the good, bad, and the ugly. And with Justin Fields' stat line, people are amazed that we were able to win against the Texans because the Texans don't have a good team. But as far as Fields goes, we're going to have to see how this season goes before we can judge Justin Fields' potential. Because if he does improve, this season, then the talks are going to get even more bigger for a quarterback. But long term, for right now, I think Fields is the guy. And if any Bears fan wants to move on from him right now, I think you need to get yourself checked, because as long as we're winning games, that's all that matters at the end of the day. You rather win ugly than lose pretty at the end of the day. And shout out to him agreeing. Like, I'm gonna be criticizing Justin Fields a lot, and just by viewing how he looked, he did not look that good, and he's gonna have to make a case because people are already considering him a bust. And I think a lot of those mistakes was because he's holding the ball on. He's holding the ball on for too long, and that creates a lot of mistakes. Like on the last play we had before we punted the ball away before that interception by Roquan, the offensive line, I'm saying this, the only issue I have with the offensive line is the center. Why are we not keeping Lucas Patrick's in the center, and why are we having him rotating with Tevin Jenkins? Do I think Fields is still the guy after today's performance? Yes, I still believe Fields is still the guy after today's performance. I can't say get rid of the kid because after 3 games, but it's not looking good for him. And most of it's not on Justin Fields; it's on the play caller, Luke Gesicki, for not having the wide receivers open for Fields. Like we haven't had a slant play. I don't even remember the last time we had a slant play. Like Luke Gesicki is not getting Justin Fields into momentum, like quick, easy throws or like screen passes. I'm not going to compare it to Matt Nagy because this is his first time calling plays. But being objective here, if you want to ask me about it, do I still think Fields is the guy for right now? Yes. But he can't be doing dumb shit like that. Should Bears fans panic after 3 games performance? Should we? I don't. No. I don't think we should panic. I'm going to tell you something. Josh Allen was criticized a lot for his first 2 years in the NFL, and people were considering him a bust. It didn't take till year 3 for Josh Allen to develop. Tua's now starting to develop as a quarterback. You want to know why? Because they have weapons. The Bears don't have any weapons. All the Bears have right now at receiver is Mooney and Pringle. So I don't think Bears fans should be worried too much on Justin Fields, but he needs to. As far as Fields go, he just needs to do better on that shit. What's up, Carcass? That's because, Carcass, the play calling has been awful for Justin Fields. And he's not really, they're not really setting him up in the rhythm. I'm not sure if you've been watching, but I've been watching the whole games, and Lou Geesey just keeps on running the ball on like third and long situations, which doesn't work. And you want to get your young quarterback Justin Fields into a rhythm with those plays. But I will say some of the plays are on Justin Fields because he holds on the ball for too long, and he missed a wide open St. Brown, which could have been a huge game, maybe even a long touchdown. And Mooney's not looking like the number one wide receiver that people were expecting him to be going into the season. And that is, I think it has to do with the receiver talent wise. But I did hear a rumor before the game that the Bears are going to look into a wide receiver during the trade deadline. Like, they're going to see who's on the wide receiver market. So, do I think the Bears need to get rid of Fields? No, I don't think so, because it's only 3 games, and this is his 14 for 15 start. So I don't think that the Bears should be in the conversations of looking for a new quarterback. If he continues to struggle, then we can have that conversation. But until then, I don't see any reason to give up on Fields right away. And plus, I'm not going to complain too much about Fields because at the end of the day, we won. We're still 2-1. A win is a win at the end of the day. So I'm not going to get mad too much because at the end of the day, we won today because that's all that matters. You rather win ugly than lose pretty. But goddamn Khalil Herbert. Like, when Monty looks to be fine, but I don't think he's going to. It's a major injury because he did walk off on his own. Monty and Herbert is going to be a top 10 running back core. And I think that's all that's going to matter at this point. But Herbert looks like an absolute gem in this offense. I mean, it's so we can. And I could criticize. I mean, just because I think Fields is still the guy doesn't mean you can't criticize him. I'm still going to criticize Fields, even if at the end of the day we still won the game. But like I said, I'm not too mad that we won, just because at the end of the day, a win is a win. So, anyways, I think I'm going to include it for today's stream. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, make sure to bear down that like button if you are just tuning in. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you have a question or anything, as we got the Giants next week, we're on to the Giants. We'll see how the Giants do tomorrow before I can make a prediction. So, anyways, I think this should wrap up. Fields was never the guy. Dude can't compete fast enough. His arms are too long and effective for a quick, and he doesn't know how to protect his body. He was a rag dog. I understand that, But to say that Fields was never the guy is just stupid in my opinion, because this is his 13, 14, 15 starting year. Already already judging him, already wanting to get rid of the guy. But as of right now, he as of right now he should be starting for the rest of the year. I said as of right now he's the guy to go forward with the quarterback position. So Roger, I could tell you're a Bears fan probably, but um, I don't think that we need to consider moving another direction into the quarterback position as of right now. But I won't say anything bad because we won the game at the end of the day. So, any more questions? It feels weird because even when we won, it still feels like a loss in my opinion. Because it just doesn't feel like we won. It just feels like we lost pretty badly. It doesn't feel like we won. But we just gotta improve and go on to the Giants next week. So, anyways, I think this wraps up for today. Like and subscribe. As always, bear down.